Okay, welcome everybody. CR Wrestling Commentary. Your host Cedric Cedra for Summer Struggle Day 4. And when this was getting started, Okada's opened up with the, I guess King of Pro Wrestling. Everyone's assuming it's the Assumption, KPW, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm just thinking these people are listening to me. There's too many coincidences this year that keep happening. Not long after I do something. Give it about a week or two. Sometimes a month. Alright? But for me, for CR Fire Pro, I've been doing the Master of 4 Championship for quite a while. Alright? And it's just simple. Rankings. And then for the title shot at the big event, it's 4 people in the ring. And, elimination style. I've been doing this more than 3 years. I mean, just think about how long WWF No Mercy was out for the Nintendo 64. That's how long I've been doing it. Alright? And it was just to fit the gimmick of the game, just to put a title for something that can be done. That's it. And I thought it was pretty cool. Alright. So, this here, I don't know if this KOPW been done like this, and he's just ripping it and trying to revitalize it there for New Japan. But I'm going to say this. I did it first. I'm just going to have to claim it. I'm going to claim it for somebody else do. Because everybody do battle royals in the Fire Pro E-Fed. They do battle royals, but they don't do it like me. It's so overdone that it means nothing.
Yeah, battle royals are boring.
The Master of 4, that's something. That's something. There's some history, there's some legacy. This KOPW, I hope there can be something with it. I hope there can be something to it. I hope that we get to have some entertainment. I hope that it gets a chance to bring in, the people that's already there that's been thrown out the pasture because of age, not ability.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wow, you're in your 40s, bye. We literally watched in the past year and a half Tanahashi get busted down.
Yep.
We watched it happen.
Year and a half, 3 years.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a little lenient to New Japan.
He's been fighting a good fight to stay viable and relevant. That's the word, relevant. But
yep, and
in New Japan, and his knees have different things in mind.
Yep, fuck your knees. Wrestle. Oh, you can't wrestle. You're hurting too much. I guess you're not good anymore. Bye bye. It's like how some people run their E-Feds. It's like, oh, they lost the title after they've been looking so good. I guess they're old. It's like you just made that character like 6 months ago. They won the title, held it for 4 months. They lost it. They're old. I guess they just can't. What the fuck? People don't know what to do anymore. And then I don't blame them. I blame the way professional wrestling is ran. I can really go over that about the whole lariat thing. I can go over that. Oh, that explains all of pro wrestling. I'll do that a separate one. I'm sure no one's clamoring to hear about it, but I'm gonna do it for my sake, and I hope that you hope y'all can learn something, open your eyes and whatnot. All right. So with that said, it's been 3 minutes. All right, let's jump into this.
Yeah.
Gabriel Kidd versus Nagata Yuji, and anybody you want to see what it looks like for them to train and put on a full match training, this is it.
Yeah.
And it was a really damn good, solid opening match.
Gabriel Kidd is a very solid wrestler, and I like watching him work. And at first, I thought it was Kojima coming out. And I was like, no, that's not Kojima's music. It's Yuji. I'm like, at least he's finally getting one-on-one from one of these older dudes, and Makabe ain't stepping up to the plate.
Makabe, you have failed.
All he doing is talking this shit every show. And he keeps getting called out by this young lion and out promoted, and he ain't doing shit.
You know what? In the ring too.
I don't even want to see you or hear you do shit. Just step off.
The Unchained Gorilla is literally unchained and it ran off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened. That's the unchained. We need the chained gorilla trying to get free. All right, that's what we need.
Yeah.
And look, Gabriel Kidd outperforms Makabe. He's a young lion, so he has to lose. That's just the way that goes.
But this dude has been begging for 2 or 3 weeks. Whoop my ass. I want a savage beating from you, Makabe. Where you at? Somebody's been begging for you to whoop their ass, and you can't rise to the occasion.
When you can't deliver on your promo, and it's because you don't try, you have proven to be a punk. If you don't rise to the occasion of your promo because the other person just bested you that day, then they just bested you that day. And that's it. It's like, oh man, I have my thoughts, but it's like boxing. Your promo is your thoughts going into the ring. Your actions, when you get hit, well, does it go out the window or not? You know, and Makabe is out the window. He's out the window. Yeah, he's a young lion, Gabriel Kidd. So he's got to lose. That's just how that goes. No matter how much more experience he actually shows than Makabe has, he looks more of a veteran than Makabe. He just don't have veteran-looking clothes.
Yeah,
that's it. And we know Gabriel Kidd is already, he was already on the independent circuit at one point. He knows his stuff American style, but now learning Japanese style, he's elevated. Like his game is up there. He's like boss level, all right, compared to wrestling in America, from Greenland to Chile. He's boss level. All right. This match with Nagata, that was a damn great match. I enjoyed it. I'm working on wrestling, so I'm kind of looking here and there, and I'm listening. I'm hearing Cedra's reactions. I'm glancing up at points where I know Nagata should be hitting one of his specialty moves. So I'm catching all that on point. I don't miss a beat. It's the little small things in the middle that Cedra had to smarten me up to, which was an exchange, a 1-2 exchange where Gabriel Kidd landed an elbow and Nagata was like, oh! And Gabriel Kidd's face was like, I have just seen the spirit and I am afraid.
Yeah, you just grabbed him by the back of his neck like Minoru like to do people.
Gabriel Kidd looks
you don't usually grab you at the back of your neck, but if somebody gonna hold you in place, it's gonna be bad.
Gabriel Kidd, I think he accidentally stiffened up, or he delivered a shot. There was a slight miscue and he felt that he was at fault, or there was a miscue. Something happened. And after that shot by Nagata, Gabriel Kidd was like, okay, I got my punishment. You can see on his face, I got my punishment. We should be done. This moment should be over. And Nagata looked and slightly shook his head like, damn kid. And then when he got up and then it was time for more offense from Gabriel Kidd, Gabriel Kidd threw this slap and hit Nagata, but it was so gentle. I couldn't help but laugh. He hit Nagata, and normally when he hit Makabe, it was slap.
He slapped the hell out of Makabe.
He broke his shit off. When Nagata was like, I'm sorry, sir. And Nagata sold it very well, but he sold it way more than what it was. So that was the thing. And it's rare to be able to spot when the altercation happens in the ring. That one was easy to see. And after that, they got back into business as usual. And then Nagata was like, I guess, feeling apologetic. So when he put, I think it's Nagata Lock 2, which is the crossface, Gabriel Kidd was allowed to survive it. Not get put on, wrench back, and tap. He held out for a little bit. He held out. Nagata was wrenching on it. But you could tell Nagata wasn't putting his umph in it. So he was taking it real easy. And then Gabriel Kidd eventually taps out. And Nagata got up and the match is over. Like, Nagata barely broke a sweat. And he looked down at Gabriel Kidd and gave him those eyes of, damn, man, you got something. Like something happened and was squashed quickly in the ring. They made amends, made each other look good. Short-sold the attack to make the defender, the respective defender at the time, look good. And the guy at the end, he's like, yeah, you got something. You can see it on his face. You rarely see that look from Nagata when he faces a young lion. Kitamura, he had that look. Kawada, he had that look. Yuya, he had that look.
Damn shame what happened to Wado.
Yeah. Gabriel Kidd, he had that look. And each one of those are premier young lions until they are not young lions or they get to an accident and then New Japan is like, fuck you, want to keep you, not get rid of you, but we're not sure, ask Kitamura about that.
Yeah.
So I like this opening match. And you know what? We'll just have to see how the rest of this go. It's nice to see a singles match.
Yeah, very nice.
It's nice to see a singles match, and Nagata did not look beat to shit.
Nope.
From Minoru.
Didn't have cut marks and stuff on his back.
Yep. And he had it was an easy training rod today, and it's all good. So we're gonna close it up. She didn't have much to say, but you know what? She all works, so she get to stay up late.
Yep.
She get to stay up late with the adults today.
I get to stay up late a little bit. I still gotta get up early because school for the child. Yep.
School at home. She ain't going out nowhere. School at home. I wish they would try to make her go to school. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'm about to go to prison because y'all gonna have to fight me to get my daughter to go to that petri dish of a COVID-19 infested goddamn place. But they don't have the kids there. Nope. Luckily, they're doing the virtual shit. That's good. So, with all that said, let's roll. Okay. Okay, look, y'all. Tsuji Yota and Taguchi Ryusuke, they took a U out. When I first was putting his name, if you check the other videos, I was, Ryuusuke.
Yeah.
But for this, when I looked at his name, when they put it up there, it was, a U short. So for this, I will put it a U short.
Oh, is the U short up here on the wiki?
Yeah. And so I'm going to put it a U short, just for accuracy. On Wiki and up here in the past, it was 2 U's.
Yeah.
They've taken it out. So that little things like that, I try to get as much accuracy as I can. All right. And so Tsuji Yota and Taguchi Ryusuke versus Master Wato and Tenzan Hiroyoshi. So, and if you ever listen to the announcer for Tenzan, it sounds like when he says the Ryoshe part, it sounds like he is legitimately underwater, trying to make it.
Trying to make it.
So, okay, I thought this was going to be a standard tag match. And it kind of was, but then it kind of won't. They use certain tag elements that are missing from every other tag match. They both decided to cut the ring off. They decided to also make sure that the other couldn't make a tag. They also had their partners back a little bit. So there were elements used that you don't get to see in other tag matches to the degree that was used here. And the reason why I'm bringing it up like that is because in this tag match, it's 2-on-2. The others, it's like 4-on-4, 5-on-5, and you mean to tell me not one of them can get in the ring and make a save? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, okay. In any case, in general, standardized tag match. Okay? Yeah. Even for New Japan. No problem. Let's cut into the thing. Now, Tsuji Yota, he performed as awesome as he's always done.
Actually, he performed more awesome. Awesomer?
Awesomer? More awesome?
More awesome.
I hate putting more in front of something. It gets on my nerves. Because nobody knows, any case, skip the school lesson, because nobody wants to act like they went there. So
I went.
I fuck that shit.
I went.
Hell yeah.
I'm still there.
Damn straight. So he performed great. Taguchi performed great.
Yeah.
Tenzan performed, great. I mean, it's hard to tell when he's not performing great. It really is, because I've watched him at all levels, and he did today what he would in any tag match. In any year you watch him, it don't matter how young he is or how mean he is or polite he is, this is him in a tag match that means nothing, but it's trying to help get somebody else over, and he performed exactly the same as he always has.
Wouldn't it be cool if on one show all the old school wrestlers just came out and healed it up and plowed through everybody? Tenzan, Kojima,
it'd be so
Yuji,
beautiful.
Makabe,
just healed it up,
just healed it up, that mean, and just plowed through their opponents.
And you can look at the opponents and say, "This ain't how the program is supposed to go today." And it's like, "Oh yeah, we're whooping your ass."
They all used to be fucking heels. Every single one of them.
And they used to be monster heels for what is a heel in New Japan. Now, the guy to look for in this match is Master Wato. Way to the Grandmaster. Okay, I'm not.
He ain't there yet.
Hold up now. Hold up. What did he do? Okay, let's go in order. Let's go in order so I can get this done. All right. So, first and foremost, we were talking about where he fails, what he needs, yada, yada, yada. And Cedra's been saying it for the longest. he needs to be retrained.
Yeah.
He's used, you know, to that luchador style of wrestling, that free fight down there in Mexico style. Okay, and I'm like, yeah, but I kind of can't really see it other than the hits are way too damn light.
Way too light.
Okay, not that fast and too damn light. That's not good. Okay, in this, he, you know, as you watched him, anyone out there, you know, talking to you, Zemo, and anyone else that will listen, you watch Master Wato in any other match. Watch him. He's light and he's missing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this match, he goes through an exchange, a chain wrestling exchange with Taguchi, which is indicative of what they do down there in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Taguchi can do that easily.
Yeah.
But when he did that, Master Wato was flawless.
Yeah, he looked great.
He was flawless. He stuck everything. Those rolling bumps, perfect. No issue. But when you watch any other match, when he's not doing that, he's flummoxing all over the place. So, but this match...
And he didn't do a bunch of them kicks either.
He didn't... I don't think he did any
or
real martial kicks. Or strikes.
Nope.
So...
He wrestled.
Watch this match. Because this match, you got to see Wato do what he did, you know, as Hirai Kawato, instead of just Master Wato. He brought it back to the old school with a little bit of what he learned down here in Mexico. So, this right here was a good match to watch him. If he came back looking like this, there wouldn't be any downplay on his skill in the ring. None of it, none.
Taguchi was clowning him though, clowning
he was
him his pose.
Yeah, his pose.
His corner pose.
And that CJ was saying before it started recording, he was like, you know, if you got a pose, Taguchi gonna fuck with it.
He gonna fuck with it.
And the last one he did was Evil.
He ain't had a good one in a while. Nobody really posed.
No one poses. You know, he did Okada, but he, you know, Okada didn't. He doesn't understand that type of shit.
Nah.
So Taguchi's starting some beef right there. And so, in this match, Wato ultimately gets in there, and I mean, now honestly, he ain't gonna get no win over, you know, Taguchi. So it's got to be Tsuji.
Yeah.
And I was like, going on what we've only seen of Wato, it's like, man, if Tsuji has to give the job to him, oh man, that's bad. But then if Wato loses to Tsuji, that lets you know how New Japan views Wato.
Exactly.
It's a lose-lose. However, in this match, yeah, Tsuji does lose. Wato gets the win for the team. However, it made sense and it looked good. It looked good.
Tsuji put on some new moves. His
Tsuji
big ass put on some new moves.
This delayed hang time in the air, front flip senton. I don't know. It was strange to see. He comes off the ropes, jumps, pauses in midair. He is straight across. I mean, he looks like he's stuck in a frog splash position. He is like he was there for like a second or two, and then this quick flip over. I'm like, whoa, dude!
And then he gets up and does a standing frog splash.
Yep. I'm like, what? He snapped that mess off, man. And
Tsuji is big.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
He's been he be eating the Cheerios and all the other O's.
Him be big. So
and he did a body slam on Wato. He picked him up, held him up, and marched him around the ring in a circle before putting his ass down.
Right here, buddy. This is where you splat. Now, Wato performed a tornado shin kick to the back of Tsuji's neck. Top of the shoulder, base of the neck. And it was a light touch, but it didn't look light.
Yeah, it looked good. It didn't look crappy.
Hirai Kawato, he was excelling at that weird stretched leg tornado kick. That's what he was excelling at, and he was doing good. He went back to that in this match. And he nailed it, and he looked good, and it looked good.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, pin him off of that. And I was like, man, you ain't going to pin. He's going to the top. You ain't going to pin him. You better do something epic. You know, something epic compared to what you just did, you know. And he did, you know, an over-rotated Sky Twister press or Sky Twister senton. And it looked good.
It looked good.
Pin. And he's resting back, and the look on his face was like, I did it. He looked like he just survived hell. And I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you, dude? So, you know, Master Watto did good. I guess he could, and I was teasing the name. I was like, he could name the movie, the Way to Me.
That sounds terrible.
I know.
That sounds terrible.
That's what he's been doing.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe Tenzine's been working with him. Maybe he's been showing him some of his performances and.
Like, look at this kid. Like, and then, like, that just put on your face right there. Yeah, imagine how the crowd feel.
Okay.
Remember this kid back here? They showed some old footage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I sucked back then. No, people loved you then.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to you, man? I said, your ass used to be beautiful. Oh, somebody could name what movie that is. I might give you $1. I got $1.
They ain't gonna name that shit.
They ain't gonna name that show. They ain't gonna name that movie. Not a show, but a movie.
They ain't gonna name that movie.
Like, what happened to you, man? Your ass used to be beautiful. I ain't gonna say who it was because then you'll be able to narrow the movie down.
Mm-hmm.
But he has not said that line in any other movie.
Nope.
Just saying it though. I give through PayPal or something. I give you $1. I give you $1 or $2, something. All right. But you gotta do that mess before. What's today? Thursday.
Yeah.
You got until Monday. Got a deadline on that shit. Since I don't get many views, so I'll be safe. So
I've been 2 years. Yeah, I know what it is. Give me $1.
Fuck you. So this is a good match. It showed off Master Watto a lot better.
And Suji.
And Suji, yes. And afterwards, Watto was sitting there, had some trash to talk to Taguchi, and Taguchi looked like motherfucker. And Taguchi had to turn off the heel face that he was having and be like, I'm just messing with you because I can get away with it or something. He turned off that heel look when he turned to the camera. You have to go and look at it. He was looking at him like, man, I will bust your shit. And then he gets off the apron, look at the camera. He goes back to, I'm kind of docile, but you can still see he's still kind of scowling.
Yeah.
So,
Taguchi, he doesn't want to grow.
I don't want to grow. I want to show everyone that I will stay the same.
I don't want to grow.
Everyone talks about growing. I don't talk about growing. I don't want to change. I want to show the fans that I will be the same in the future as I am today. I ain't gonna lie, that dude cracks me up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all we got to say for this one. So, it's been long enough. We got to stop these 10-minute ones because they got a lot of matches.
All right.
All right, let's roll. All right, so look. This tag match, everyone,
it was unexpected.
It was highly unexpected. I knew who was going to lose, and I was wrong.
We were wrong.
Now, when I say knew who, I thought it was going to be one of the two what's been promoted as the weak links of the team.
Yeah.
No. Actually, look. Straight up, flat out, I'm not going to lie. This was different.
Everybody performed better.
Yes, they performed better. Makabe even bought it.
Mm-hmm. No, Honma
bought it. Yoshihashi bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And he took it.
And he
took a serious headbutt and sold it beautifully. I'm just saying, this match was worth watching.
Ishii got into it with Kojima. Ishii got into it with Honma. It
was like, look, we're going to chop our bones on these.
They were doing tag team moves.
Yes, double team, a blind tag.
You know what it is, right?
What?
The 6-man never open tag are up for grabs now.
Yeah, I think they vacated them.
They vacated them.
So, yeah, but you know what? To see this was very good.
Yeah, it was refreshing.
It was very refreshing. It was just completely new, a different atmosphere for tag team. It is worth it. Watch this match.
Yep.
This is a must watch. Please let this be the bare minimum of how a tag team match goes.
Yeah.
In terms of on a title run or something.
And it didn't go forever though.
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't feel short. It didn't feel like it was too long. That sounds just pornographic. But I'm just saying, the match went swimmingly.
It was medium.
It was a great pace, and then Goto gets the win. The team captain defeats the team captain in terms of music used for the intro and whatnot.
Unconventionally for Goto, that's not something Goto normally does.
A rolling crucifix for the pin. I didn't see it coming.
Nope.
Didn't see it coming. And neither did they. Okay, but either way. Yeah, I put my mind in the gutter. So, I suggest y'all watch this match. I wish there was a lot more to say, but there's a lot said all about these guys anyway. Kojima Satoshi, he did damn well. A lot. I mean, he performed as he should anyway. Truth to be told, Kojima, okay, Ishii, Goto, those are the standard bearers. Everyone else had to come up to their level.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna front. They had to come up to their consistency in action.
Because as it stands for now, as it's been up until now, the bare minimum for Makabe and Honma has been very low.
Yes.
And Honma, he's basically, as far as him coming back post injury, is probably as good as it's going to get. But this is the best that we've seen him perform since he's been back.
He's looking better, and I'm happy about that. Being able to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, that's important. That's good for morale. And in wrestling, you need high morale if you want to keep high-paced matches. This is a high-paced match, meaning it wasn't run-of-the-mill. It was up there to be worthy of something you want to see. So I suggest everyone check it out. It was a good match, you know, for day 4. Good match. All these matches have been good so far.
Yeah, they have.
I'm happy about that. So with that said, they'll be back from the break soon. Let's roll. All right. So we got done. They just got up there at when we checked with at the end of the last one you just heard. We checked to see if they had put up the backstage interviews and whatnot. Or promos.
And they had just gotten them up.
It was like 18 minutes at the time. 13 and 18 minutes. So we checked as much as up to where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was a lot that they went through, but nothing really different. Gabriel Kidd's like, you know, I got a lot of respect for Nagata. We did battle.
He underestimated him.
Yeah, underestimated him, and then he still wants that match with Makabe, and he's gonna get it one day. And one day he will be IWGP champion. If you didn't think that, then why would he be here? So he went through that. Dangerous Tekker's dangerous skills. I'd rather they just said that, dangerous skills. You know, Tekker just sounds weak. It's a weak word.
I'm sure it's everything to them.
It's everything! You know, yeah, to the keyboarder people out there. Trying to come up with some new word that'll be gone in about 4 months or so.
Yeah.
And you know they're making points. Tanahashi's pretty much washed up and stuff, and we get that. And he's like we trade Nobu for Ibushi. You know they're just talking trash. And then you've got Ibushi who comes in and is like, Nomura, he did his very best out there.
He fought really hard.
And then he's about to walk off. Tanahashi's like, hold up, man. Tomorrow I'm going to do better. Believe me. Ibushi's like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker.
Yeah,
just walk
he
off.
Say shit. And see, here's the thing, man. They lost the titles to Taichi and Zack, and they're like, we give you no title shot. And of course, they keep having these tag matches with them, but. Taichi and Zack, I got to say, they got Tanahashi's number. Them knees.
Yep.
That's it.
And they're working well together.
They're working well together. Fucking up them knees and humiliating him every match. 2 matches in a row. Uemura, the young lion, had to drop kick save Tanahashi from getting his shit torn apart. And then loudly encourage him to make the tag. When Ibushi came into this match, he looked like himself.
For the most part.
But by the time it was over, and Uemura got pinned by Nobu, he was just sitting out there, man.
He looked into the ring and saw the ass whooping happening.
Yeah, they were fucking up Tanahashi.
He's like, I don't even know about this, man.
And he had to sit out there and think about it for a while. Then eventually he rolled into the ring.
And then Dangerous Tekker's got a hold of those wrists and was like, come on, Ibushi, put it on him.
Come on, kick his ass.
And he looked like it'd be so nice.
Yes, it did. He did. He didn't look like he wanted to do it, but he didn't look like he didn't want to do it. And
it was like waited too long. Then they whooped his ass.
Time's up. They whooped his ass, and it didn't make a difference. Even after that short answer, but he's still standing there like.
I
like,
gotta think about this.
Yeah, like a man with a loudest mind.
Yep. And if y'all want to know, that looks like a man with a loudest mind. That comes from my only memory of from a friend of mine back in the day named Jeff. And when he said that, that's like a man that like he's about ready to snap. You know, that's he's got a lot on his mind. He's about gonna snap, or he's gonna make that very brutal, crucial, critical decision to do something, and ain't nobody gonna be happy. Maybe not even him. So that's what that comes from, and that's what it means. Tanahashi, you know, he could barely move his leg. He made very poor decisions during the match, and you know he's feeling bad. He's trying this, and you know, this from all the fans' point of view. Putting your insider glasses on, you can tell that this is a good storyline that they're pulling out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, New Japan usually plan their storylines up to a year and a half. That's where they usually. Sometimes for more epic things, they can plan out 2.5 years. When it comes to tag team, they only plan things out moment by moment, and that's about it. But this is not for tag team. This is for those two. And they're using the tag team as a gimmick for their storyline. So their storyline is something that probably should have come to fruition by now, but because of the pandemic, they had to postpone things. So now you'll probably see the end of their storyline and them coming to a head for their match, probably at Wrestle Kingdom. That's probably what they're going to do. And they shouldn't save it for then. They should get it sooner.
Yes.
As if they're going to do the Wrestle Kingdom. But other than that,
by the end of Summer Struggle,
seeing this August, September, I can see them concluding it in October. But I don't see how much they could really pull out that Ibushi should be able to hold on to. So honestly, I would give it 4 more matches tops.
I think it should definitely be over. I would say the end of Summer Struggle, but it would be foolish to prolong it anything past G1.
Yeah, once G1 starts, if it's still going, what's the point?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm saying, New Japan can plan things out, but it's all about how you can do it. You just got to be smart about how you do it. You know, and Ibushi making a full-on heel turn like Zemo times 2 said, I can see that happening. You know, the problem is the way Ibushi is, he's not necessarily that level of team player. Well, no, not level, because that sounds like the stuff you got to reach. No, he's that type. Ibushi is mainly a solo guy, and if he works in tag team, he's beautiful, and he's with that tag team. Yes, group setting, I don't know.
Yeah,
Ibushi is he got that mean streak that'll make him turn on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't get and that you don't see that too much. Just like maybe it's the pandemic. Like the pandemic, Naito's not doing his spitting thing, which I'm so happy about.
Yeah, I mean that would just be murderously negligent potentially.
Yes. If you want the fans to hate you for real, there you go, Naito.
The kind of heat you want.
Yep. But he's trying to be a babyface now. We ain't even got up to those matches, and I just think that when it comes to this match here, and just to let you know, well, yeah, you already said, Kanemaru, he got the win on Uemura Yuya. Deep Impact, that diving DDT, which looked bad. We should just do the brain buster or something, that corkscrew brain buster.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
So him doing that, I would say that's probably a setup for them to win those 6-man titles. While at some point losing the tag team titles. Maybe they're going to hold those belts until Guerrillas of Destiny come back, whenever that is. That's if Tommy can grow his face back.
I don't think he's going to grow his face back.
Grow it back, man. You can't. You look like a good heel. Oh, man. The beard is gone, man.
I'm sure the shit talk remains. He'll be all right.
Yeah, there you go. Keep talking shit, Tom, and you golden.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, everyone did what they're supposed to do. Standard match for them. They'll probably wrestle again tomorrow. Some crap, I don't know. But yeah. Shit. What time? 11:52 p.m. In any case, we got more matches to watch. We're about halfway done with this event. Well, we're over halfway done. Forgot about the 20 to 30 minutes of talk they do at the end. Who we talk? It's been 34 minutes plus. So with that, let's roll. Alright, so this match, Bullet Club, Jado, Gedo, Takashi Yujiro versus Chaos, Sho, Yano Toru, and Okada Kazuchika was it was alright.
It was a match.
I mean, honestly, it was another Okada match.
Yeah.
I mean, everything went the way it would for Okada. That just gets tiresome.
He got his ass whooped the first little bit of the match.
Yeah. That strap, they built things. I was like, why is he hitting with the belt now all of a sudden? And,
yeah.
Okay, so the match ends, Sho gets the win, taps out Gedo. Okay, fine. Cool.
Jado.
No, it was Jado?
It was Jado.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the bones on the okay, the bones.
Yeah,
okay.
he didn't. He struggled to not get put in it, but as soon as he cinched it in, it was tap. He didn't want no fight, want no nothing.
He was like, oh, my arm's behind my back, I got to tap.
He don't bend.
He don't bend. Yo.
He barely move.
Yep. I mean, but he's getting back in shape. He's moving better than he was like 3 months ago or just before, just as they came back and just before, actually everything before the pandemic. He's moving way better than that. So I'm going to give that credit. He's been working out, doing something. Something's been happening. So
an oil can.
An oil can. Okay, so Okada made stipulation. Okay, Yujiro, how about you three against me? KOPW tournament, and then later post match, Yujiro what Okada didn't get a chance to hear, but he's like, how about a lumberjack strap match? It's usually just a lumberjack match, but certain companies added the strap to it and stuff. Because they love what the NWA did, and they was like, we got to up it up and stay that way, which is annoying. So I guess it'll be a lumberjack match and be 1 versus 3. So
No. They both put forth their stipulations. Now the fans have to vote on which one they want to see.
Oh, the fans got to vote for it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would definitely go for the strap match.
I would too.
Because that way, it won't be 1 versus 3. It'll be even,
Yeah.
Chaos, Bullet Club. There's more in Chaos than there is in Bullet Club. But they'll make sure to put about 4 or 5 people out there only. And all this other stuff. Nobody's going to do this stuff like the NWA. It was wild when they did it. It was straight up wild. Every time they did it, it was crazy. Until the very end before they switched over and just became straight up WCW. But, okay, yeah, so stipulations, all right, and I would go for the strap match.
Yeah,
the 1 versus 3. Because I said it would be easier and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, Jado ain't gonna do much.
No.
But and I like what you just said. You underestimate me that much?
And the answer is yes, he does.
Yeah. Oh, before getting up out of here for this one and getting on to the next match, which I'm hoping is the main event, because Cedric is getting sleepy. I was thinking, what if, just hear me out, y'all, what if that 1-on-3 was a ploy? Because now just hear this out, what if they did the whole, okay, the match gets started, it's 1 versus 3, but when the thing starts, bing, 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 they all jump Yujiro, beat the hell out of him, pin him, Okada's in Bullet Club, Yujiro is out. And that's what I was telling Cedric, that would be what you call the ultimate career killer.
Yeah, because Yujiro ain't got nothing going on.
Yujiro got nothing.
Even the chick he come out with ain't his chick.
Yep, that's just jacked up. I would have found somebody else. I would have found a girl out the crowd every single time. But that's just me though. Like
you can't be the Tokyo Pimp and have some girl out the crowd like this. No.
Why not? I'd bring out the crowd and be like, yeah. And then hold up and make sure it's the girl that's with the dude. Because like, yeah, I just took your woman and I sat her down and she's going to corner me. It would give the atmosphere that I got dominion over your woman. It would be that kind of thing. And that could gain some heat. Especially, let's say the dude was always in on it. So let's just say the dude's like, we're gonna fight. So there's a theme. Obviously, the guy never gets his hands on Yujiro, but then you get that one dude that's an actual wrestler at some point, and then he does get his hands on Yujiro, and that's how you introduce him to the company. I'm just saying.
That's very elaborate.
But that's how sometimes they would bring somebody in, and it looks good.
But with the bitch he got on his arm normally, he's a pimp. You want to look like you got something that somebody's going to want to buy.
I get that. I get that. But if you're not selling, you ain't pimping. And he ain't selling because it ain't his girl. And if he was, that would look really bad for business anyway. I mean, therefore, it's a stupid gimmick.
A lot of dudes sell what they having sex with. Just a lot of women will say the dudes will have a woman that they're fucking and be like they pimp them too, just for a little while, honey, till we get on our feet.
We're gonna get on our feet. We seem to be living pretty bad. It's like, yeah. And then after you're used up, I'm gonna move into the house and land our building, leave you by yourself. You know, you think that ain't happened, y'all? It's happened quite a bit. It's happening right now. But yeah, I'm just saying, you know, that would be a career killer if they did that. You know, because Yujiro got nothing going on, and now he's getting a push because there's nobody else there, and that sucks. But Yujiro, I'm hoping that he can find a way to step up. You know, this isn't showing his good side right now, but let's just hope for the best. All right, y'all. So I think we got maybe one match, maybe two. I don't know.
36 minutes. Yeah, one match.
Yeah, one match, because then you got 20 minutes of talking, 20 or 30 minutes of talking, whichever's going to happen.
Yeah, the commentators got talking stuff. You know?
Yep. I was telling you what they were saying because then I would just sit and listen. But I don't. So, you know. All right. So, let's roll. All right. Main event time. Doki, El Desperado, and Suzuki Minoru of Suzuki-gun versus Bushi, Sanada, and Takagi Shingo of Los Ingobernables de Japón. And this match absolutely was worth it.
Yeah, it was a good match.
And Cedric stayed awake.
I stayed awake.
You know, now,
Yay.
I ain't want to mess with her and stuff because I wasn't going to talk about how she loves Tai Chi and all that. That Tai Chi went out there, so she was just kind of tired. But, truth be told, she's been warming up to Tai Chi, so it's kind of getting kind of pointless to even
I have not been warming up to Tai Chi at all.
Really?
Really?
Why are you lying then?
He's lying.
So what's that poster you got about him?
Poster.
A poster?
Poster?
Yeah, Tai Chi in midpoint of ripping his pants off. What?
And you just formed your mouth to lie and say, well, I wasn't going to mess with her, but...
Okay. So...
Poster. We'll spend hard-earned money on him. Please.
Okay, so look, you got... okay, it begs to ask the question, what man would you spend hard money on?
Spend it on you?
You buy me?
Yes, I buy you.
What central do you think this is?
I buy you. You are bought and paid for.
Okay. So, okay, this match here, where do we begin?
With Minoru.
No. I wanna. Okay, look, Doki performed. Wow.
Doki's getting better.
I still think that Gordy's sit down is stupid. That Gordy Guerrero special sit down, I don't get it. Okay, today I was like, ooh, that probably hurt Sonata's knees.
Yeah.
But normally the wrestler's higher up. Sonata's bigger than him. Damn near everybody's bigger than him.
Yeah. He's little.
But I just don't get it. It just baffles me. Why in the hell would you want to perform a move that's gonna not? It's bad enough you're probably about 5'8" anyway. Now you're gonna do a move that's gonna in about 4 years you're gonna be about 5'6". I just don't see the point of it. You know, damaging your back, messing up the cartilage in your spine, and shrinking yourself for a move that has no impact on the defender, but only on you.
Baby, he's probably not considering that.
At least when Hogan, well, yeah, most likely, at least when Hogan did the leg drop, it looked like he was damaging the opponent, even though he was hurting himself way more than any of his opponents. But still, at least to the eye, it looked like he was doing something to the opponent. Opposed to this, when he got him up, he should just drop down to a kneeling position, fold him over.
I never thought that the Hogan leg drop was all that.
I didn't like it either, but at least the leg drop, smack him right on top of the opponent's neck or chest. Fine. This, what's it doing? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The drop down, what's the payoff? Nothing. You know? I'm just saying it could be better. Do something different with it, you know? Drop to both knees while leaning over and take the damage off of compressing your spinal column. You know, I'm just saying. Okay, El Desperado kind of really wasn't part of this match.
No, he wasn't. We didn't see very much of him.
He did stuff, and he did work well. He did heal it up. He did look at things, but it wasn't his time to shine. Bushi is doing way more than normal. It's almost like he's taking the gloves off and taking the risk that he hasn't been taking. Maybe it's because it's championship mode. They're like, look, man, you can't just keep coasting.
It's been like this since Evil left.
Yeah, I give it that.
Since Evil left, and it's like a switch flipped on.
And Sonata, as beautiful as normal.
Yep.
As beautiful as normal, because he can do no wrong.
Yes.
He can do no wrong. Suzuki Minoru, I like that. I'm gonna say it was almost like a key lock turkey wrap combination. You know?
That he had Bushi in.
Yeah, I liked it. I've seen it before, but not used effectively. I've usually seen it as a wear down hold, not like you might be in trouble hold. So I like that. I like seeing that. Takagi Shingo bringing it all the time, as usual. You know, he's always at 100%. Now let's get to the main event of the main event.
Yes.
Suzuki Minoru, Takagi Shingo. These dudes locked up, and it was explosive every time.
Hell, man, Minoru did not let Takagi get out of his ring, his entrance attire.
Jump started and went after him, and I mean, you know, Suzuki did say, look, I got somebody in mind, and ain't nobody gonna see. It's gonna be a shock to everybody.
They want a shot to me.
No, because look, even I know Zemo Times 2's been waiting on me. Like, man, I think he mentioned it a few posts ago when he was like, yeah, he said Suzuki and Takagi, that's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
It is.
And Takagi did not let up. He stole on him while he was in mid-lab.
Yep.
And that was almost a legit wrestling hit. You know, like, you know, it won't like, normally, I've seen the magic of his punch. I'm not going to expose it here. I'm not. But he didn't do the magic when he hit Minoru.
No, there was no magic.
I'm not going to expose that part of him, but yeah, there was no magic. And Minoru was like, oh shit. And he just started laughing like, he was laughing it off, but I mean, Minoru is just maniacal. This dude is a masochist.
Yes.
You know, I like him and Suzuki and Takagi went back and forth with those elbows, and Takagi is like, you don't understand who the fuck I am. I will ruin your shit. And Minoru was like, bring it. And Takagi was like, I'm bringing it. And Minoru was like, and now let me. Now, Minoru is a horrible striker. In general, a horrible striker. When it comes to throwing those single shots, now that's where he shines. That's why he does so much better with the elbows than he would with the slaps and stuff like that. Or punches. He sucks as a striker. He doesn't have the follow through and the strength. But with those elbows and those forearms and those chops, those single hits, that's him. That's his bread and butter. And Takagi, he's turned that stun punch, you know, into more than just that. It's a setup for a combination, and I like it. He's been doing that for the past, I think, 2 months. You know, he's been doing that combination. He did it one other time before they had to leave and stop because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
But that was just that one time during a big match. So, Suzuki Minoru and Takagi Shingo for the Never Openweight Championship belt, that is going to be that's going to steal the show. I'm thinking that's going to steal the show. I like this match. I like the elements. The problem is it was their standardized New Japan style tag match, where it's just a whole bunch of singles matches in a tag team match.
Yeah.
LIJ tried to keep bringing it to a tag team match, but Suzuki-gun don't do that. They make sure it's chaotic.
Yes, they do. It's all over the damn place.
So the beauty of this, for anyone listening, even though it's not going to have your classic tag match or the tag match elements that's needed to make an amazing tag match, what you have is a dynamic of styles. And that's the beauty of these type matches. Even though it's like this, still, you get to know that Suzuki-gun loves chaos. Separate and dominate. You know, LIJ, they like to get in and just focus in the middle of the ring. Not really cut the ring off, but use that middle, like the center of the ring, and that's where they'll put in most of the double teams and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got your various dynamics at play, and they do that well. Both sides did that beautifully in this and kept the match going. No boring spots, no slowdowns, none of that. They just kept it going from beginning to end, and Suzuki and Takagi kept. Every time there was that small little break, like something should cool down, they came in and lit it up.
Yeah.
And at the end of the match, oh yeah, and Sadada beautifully putting on those dragon sleepers. You know, as he dubs it, skull end.
Skull end.
He put those on. He got that backflip, inverted headlock on Doki, and it was just beautiful. He did that, got that leg cinched. He had them legs locked. I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I said, y'all better come in and help this man.
No
And
help.
Cedric noticed Doki's mask was slipping down. And even though he was tapping, sad to say, and I got to point it out, his head was completely free. He was not really in the Dragon Sleeper.
Yeah, at most he had like the very top of his dome.
Yeah. When Sonata gets that move on, like, we got an issue in the ring and I don't like you, that's when he'll hook him under the chin and put it on. That's when he'll do that. That's when, and yeah, that can be dangerous. So you got to work with somebody that's very flexible, and they're short. They got to be shorter than him and flexible. That's the only way he's going to do it. Someone like ACH is bigger than him, but very flexible, so he could do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something like that. So he could have done it to Doki, but I think he just, when he hit, he slipped. He didn't want to hurt his head or nothing. So, that's how that went. So the match concludes, and Minoru was like, I ain't done with you. They talk. He's like, ha ha ha, pow. That's when he got stole on in.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you can see on his face like he just slapped the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. There was no, he didn't. I will expose only this one part of Takagi on the magic of that move. He didn't smack his own abdomen or chest when he threw that punch.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And Minoru didn't do anything of the sort.
Nope.
That was straight up, open mouth, jawed right there.
And he was rocked. He was laughing, but he was rocked.
Uh-huh. Now, the laughing could have been him playing it off.
Could have been.
So, and he was feeling that. So, yeah, he got mad. He got the belt. He laid it down. Come and get your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Takagi, I'm like, go on and get your shit. I don't care if it's a trap. Go on and get your shit. He ain't going. Takagi ain't backing on the Minoru. That ain't happening.
No.
Takagi's like, you got an issue coming after me. So, Jingu Stadium, that's where they're going to meet up.
That's where they're going to meet.
This never open. 6-man never open weight tag team tournament. It's doing well. I'm liking it. There's some teams where I'm like, no, man. No. But right now, for this main event match, it was worth it. There was only one bad match off the whole thing, But other than that,
yeah, the show was pretty good.
The show was good.
The tag team matches, they were the same formula, but a better caliber.
Yeah, same formula, better caliber. Cedra said it perfectly. And that, I'm saying, y'all, if y'all get sick of tag matches, I get you, but this one is worth it. This was worth it. These matches were worth it. Now, y'all, granted, Okada's match, that was their, honestly, that was just a 2-star match. It just won't really worth too much.
You can go to the bathroom during that time.
Yeah, you
get something to eat.
just turn it up, go to the bathroom, come back, turn it down. You'll be alright, But the main event, amazing, good. I can't wait to see more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and Cedra's awake. So I'm going to go ahead and get this rendering. And yeah, hey, look, if y'all got questions, put them down in the comment section. I'll do a video answering them and whatnot. That's what I'm gonna try to do for this channel. You know, y'all got questions, y'all got them, you know, send them on Twitter, put them down in the comment section, you know, and I'm gonna try to answer. If it's just one, I'll just, you know, do a video where I answer it, you know. So I'm gonna try to do that and see how y'all like that. See, you like that format. So with that said, it's been Cedric and Cedra for CRS and Commentary Summer Struggle Day 4. Thank you for listening.